All right, guys. So it is Christmas Eve, and I know everyone is getting stuff ready for Christmas, getting the kids all together. My name is Sam. I am the creator of it's not a Converse, but it's like a Converse takeoff stencil template that everyone is looking for so that they can get it for their kids and get it around the Christmas tree for the holiday. I am so looking forward to all the pictures that you guys are going to show. So today we're going to talk to you about how to sublimate your 5-star template from off the beach onto a sock. First thing you do is you want to get your file and print it out. After you get your file, you're going to cut the excess around here. After you cut your stencil out, you are going to have a sock and a jig. Okay, so that's what a jig looks like. It's a cardboard that comes with the sock. This is what it looks like when it's already together. Okay, so all you're gonna do, you're gonna come in and you are going to press this down. I am going to use one hand. It fits perfectly on here. And you just kind of line it up like so. Press that down for, I'm gonna do, you know what? I'm gonna do 30 seconds so that it can move a little faster, but I've been doing it for 1 minute. So after that goes off, you just lift up your template. That's what your template looks like. This is what your sock looks like on the jig. That is awesome. Now, let me tell you, you cannot press these socks without a jig and expect to get this result. So if you press without a jig, this is what it's going to, I'm gonna show you what the sock looks like without a jig. So this is your sock on jig. This is your sock off jig. So you will never get it to stretch out like this sock if you don't have a jig on it. So in order to press these, you have to have the jig so that you can get this image all over. Once you print this, you take it off, and when you put it onto your foot, it will contour to your foot and give you that effect of it looking like a shoe. We currently do not have a heel or sole for the shoe, but we are in the process of making several of those, so we will offer those hopefully in the coming days. But this is what your sock looks like after you do your heat transfer and you cut it out. So you don't need any guidelines. You just use this as your guideline if you want to cut. But you can actually, if you know how to line this up, you can actually do, 2 socks on one and put it on there. But I like to cut mine and just lay it on there, and I do like 3 or 4 at a time. So I'm gonna show you guys a second print using the sock on a jig and using your template. This one was just cut. I'm not gonna trim around it. You do not have to trim around it. I like to trim around it just so it makes it easier for me to line up. But you could line this up without cutting all the excess off if you do not want to. Now, it might take you a little bit longer to get that just right, but I'm trying to do this with one hand. So, if you guys are using 2 hands, it'll probably be much easier, but I'm just trying to show you that this can be done. And don't be afraid to do it, guys. Just jump in there, do it, mess up a sock or 2. Hopefully you won't. I think it's on there, so I'm gonna go ahead and press. And we're gonna see what happens. So I'm doing this with one hand, okay? I'm just pressing it for 30 seconds. I have been pressing them for about a minute, but for the sake of the video, I'm just doing it for 30 seconds. I generally don't wear this beard, but it's kind of winter here in Atlanta, so it was a little cold yesterday, but it's warming right back up. This is what, all right. So again, that's with one hand. And I did not trim all the excess paper off of here. So you do not have to do that. Again, I just wanted to show you what it looked like when I trimmed this one all the way around and got the paper close to that. And then this one, I did not I didn't cut the paper at all. I just put the whole thing on here and just lined it up on there, and this is how it came out. It's not hard. Don't be afraid. Just jump in there, get it done, and you should be good to go on those socks, guys. Thank you so much. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will answer them. Put them in the comment section, and I can answer them as we go along. Liberty of going ahead and loading up 3 socks that I'm doing at one time. So I have a 15 by 15 press. I put 3 socks on there, 3 templates that I put on there, and we're gonna see how that turns out in 30 seconds. Should be just a few more. All right, so these are the 3 that I just did. So I did cut that off. Look at that is done. So guys, that's 3 socks done at one time. All right, guys, this is our last sock we did just for good measures. So what do we think about that? Whoa.